Good morning, Blues fans. We are live up in Detroit, Michigan, for Game 4 of this Tier 1 Elite Showcase. Blues today will take on the Los Angeles Junior Kings. Blues so far in the weekend are 2-1. They went down in their first game to the Oakland Grizzlies 6-2. A 4-3 loss to the Ohio Blue Jackets on Friday. And then last night, Saturday, the Blues get in the victory column with a win against the North Jersey Avalanche. Today, they'll take on another top 20 team in the Los Angeles Junior Kings. Blues getting final instruction from the bench, and we'll be back to get this game started here shortly. And we are ready to roll. Blues are going to start this game with Crowley, Bauer, and Bowers up front. Defensively, Miniman and Komodowski gets the start. Starting goaltender for the Blues today is Luke Scanapieko. Blues win the opening draw, turn it over to the Kings. They're going to put it in deep behind the Blues net. Miniman gets there. He sends it harder on the boards to Bowers. Bowers has it roll over his stick. Kings put it right back in deep. Komodowski takes it off the stick of the guy behind the net, then he gets stripped. They send it right out in front, wide open, blocker save, glove down by Miniman. He drops it, puts it on his stick, sends it out, and King's able to hold it the line. More pressure coming, long shot, that goes out of play. Should have a neutral zone face-off as he took a slap shot, and that went clear over, but they're going to say it's going to stay in. Should come out of the zone, no call. Blues make a line change. They send out Fugner, Harris, Schneider up front. Defensively, Peterson and Rubis step on. Defensive zone face-off to the left of Scanapieko is won by Fugner. Back to Rubis in the corner. He goes to his partner, Peterson. Peterson to Harris up the sideboards. He has it roll off of his stick. He battles for it. They puts it back in deep. Peterson grabs it in the corner. He's going to bring it out near side. His pass hits off a skate, goes right through the slot. Rubis picks it up. He's going to skate it through the neutral zone. He puts it in deep. Blues going on the forecheck. Schneider gets to it on the sideboards. He puts it back in deep for Harris. Harris tips it for Fugner. That's picked off by the Kings as now Harris and Fugner battle for it. Harris comes away with it, takes it behind the net. He goes out to the point to Rubis. Rubis goes to his partner Peterson. Peterson fans on his pass, reclaims it, puts it down low for Fugner. He tips it behind the net for Harris, and then Kings clear it all the way down to the blue zone. Rubis picks it up. He sends it up to Fugner. Fugner tips it in. He's going to follow it. He takes a hit by two players. Kings come away with it. They chip it forward. Good stick by Wessel, breaks that up, and it goes back in offsides against the Blues. Blues finish the line change. Blanchard and Spatansky will join Wessel on the ice. Brooks and Smith will be out on defense. 15:30 remaining here in the first period in this 0-0 game. Spatansky lines up to take it across from the Kings bench. It is won by the Kings. They go back to their D. They go D to D just inside their line. He's going to skate it through the neutral zone. Crosses the red line, puts it in, picked off by Smith. He puts it right back forward. Picks up the loose puck as they send it back in. He gets it stripped off of his stick, and here come the Kings back in. They lose it to Brooks. Brooks sends it back out off a Wessel stick, goes to a Kings defenseman. They're going to skate it in far side now. Long shot, sticked into the corner by Scanapieko. Kings come away with it. No Blues going to the puck right now. Wessel gets there now. Knocks his man. Kings try to center it back. That goes all the way down. Wessel in a foot race. And it's going to go on net. Kings take it behind. Wessel hassles him the whole way. Blanchard goes in on the forecheck. They're going to send it up the boards. They're going to hold it inside their own blue line. They come near side to the boards. Now they go back far side. They get it into the blue zone. Knocked off the stick by Smith. He picks it up in the corner, reverses it, drops it for Spatansky. Spatansky goes to Brooks. Brooks tries to flip it out to the neutral zone, glove down by a Kings player. They're going to skate it back towards the Blues net. Shovel pass towards the front is guided away by Scanapieko. Loose puck in front, picked up by the Kings. They take a shot. That goes high. Now it's battled for in the corner. Malachi Smith hits his man off the puck, and he battles for it, kicks it forward. Now he sends up the sideboards to Zilm. Zilm gets hit. Puck comes out to the point. Another shot goes wide to the near side corner. Boyer, fresh on the ice, pushes it out. Kings grab it. They're going to put it right back in. That was offsides, no call. They drop back to the point. Heads up, loose man. Shot fanned on, comes back to Zilm. He knocks the puck to Giorgio. Giorgio hits Boyer, and here comes Boyer and Zilm. They were one-on-one, but the puck rolled. Good hold by Giorgio as Kings got it back. Giorgio, tries to hit Zilm in front, just out of his reach. And here come the Kings back to the neutral zone. They send it forward. Komodowski picks that off. He goes to Boyer. Boyer puts it in deep for Giorgio. He chases it down in the corner, takes it behind the net. It gets knocked off his stick. He reclaims it. It gets knocked again. This time the Kings reclaim it. They're going to send it far corner. They reverse it. They bring it back. They go behind the net. That's a high pass he can't control, so they have to settle it down. Giorgio tips it out to Komodowski. He's got room. He skates to the center. Long shot. That gets through. Rebounds in front. Kings come away with it. They chip it around, and good back check by Bowers to keep him to the outside. Miniman hits his man. They come away with it. They put it in front, picked off by Bowers. Bowers' pass hits a skate of a Kings player, and he's going to push it through with one hand and then pushes it in offsides as Bauer was ahead of him. Blues finish the line change. Crowley, Bowers up front. Komodowski and Miniman on defense. Blues win the faceoff. They put it in deep. Crowley picks it up in the corner. He sends it out to the point to Miniman. Miniman long shot. That deflects, goes into the far corner. Kings get there first. They reverse it behind their net. They're going to send it all the way around. That's going to go all the way down to the Blues zone. No icing. Miniman retrieves on the sideboards. He goes across the front to Komodowski. Komodowski makes a move and cuts back towards the center. He ices the puck. 12:19 remaining here in the first. Icing against the Blues as they send out a fresh unit. Peterson and Rubis on defense. Schneider, Fugner, Harris up front. Defensive zone faceoff comes to the left of Scanapieko. Faceoff won by the Kings. They send it back to the point. They put it down low behind the net. Peterson goes to chase in the corner. He hits his man, holds the puck up there. Another Kings player comes in to help out. Harris picks the pocket and takes the puck. Kings grab it right back. Blues push it towards the blue line, and Peterson pokes it away again. He comes away with it, goes to Harris. Harris tried to go to Schneider. He gets Fugner instead. Puck gets knocked off of him, goes to Harris. Harris is going to skate it in now. He's got Schneider breaking towards the net. Gets it over. And Schneider can't get a stick on it. It goes right behind him into the far corner. Fugner on the forecheck breaks up that play. He then puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck. Harris stick checks his man, sends it out to the point, holds it himself. Chips it down for Fugner. Fugner backhand pass for Rubis. Rubis on, glove save held on to by the Kings goaltender with 11:27 left here in the first in this tie game. Blues will make no substitutions as the Kings send out a fresh 5-man unit. Fugner lines up to take this draw to the Kings goaltender's left. It is won by the Kings into the corner. They wrap it around the boards hard. Peterson tries to hold. That's going to go all the way down to the blue zone. They wave off icing as he could have played it. Rubis first to the puck, goes up the boards to Harris. Harris goes to Fugner. Fugner to Peterson. Kings are going to go to the penalty kill as roughing penalty is going to be assessed to number 93. Blues will change the forward unit. They send out Wessel, Blanchard, and Spatansky up front. Peterson and Komodowski will continue on defense. Spatansky lines up, take this draw to the Kings goalie's right. It is won by the Blues. Wessel brings it out of the corner. He goes out to the point to Rubis. Rubis makes a move, and he cuts back on the blue line. He goes over to Peterson. Peterson, far side, tries to hit Wessel. It's deflected up in the air, comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Rubis picks it up. He backhand passes to Wessel near side. Wessel's going to skate it back in. He reverses on the blue line. He hits Peterson. Peterson to Rubas. Shot through, tipped on net, and held on to by the Kings goaltender. Blues send out a fresh defensive unit. Brooks and Smith will join the Spatansky line up front. Face-off is won by the Blues. Wessel has it. He goes out to the point to Smith. Smith skates towards the center. Behind the back pass to Spatansky. He takes it down low onto the circle. He reverses. He sends it back out to Smith. Right back to Spatansky. Knocked off of his stick. He gets it back, puts it down low for Blanchard. Blanchard takes it behind the net. He goes out to Brooks. Brooks down low for Blanchard. Back to Brooks. Out to Smith at the point. Spatansky on the top of the dot. Got room. Shoots. Stick save, goes to the corner. Spatansky picks up the loose puck. He brings it out towards the slot, drops it to the defenseman at the point. Brooks then gets it from Smith, back down to Smith. Smith tries to put it towards the net. That hits a stick and deflects high, and Kings player throws it into the netting. Blues make a line change with 41 seconds remaining in this power play. They send out Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Defensively, Smith and Brooks will continue. Offensive zone faceoff will be to the left of the Kings goalie after they put it into the netting, trying to clear. Blues defensemen switch sides. Faceoff, one back to Brooks. He gives it to Smith. Smith down low for Boyer. Boyer circles as he's got pressure on him. Gets it back out to the point to Smith, over to Brooks. Brooks hits Boyer. Boyer to Giorgio in the middle. Shot. Wow. Quick glove save by the Kings goaltender to keep this a tie game, as that was some good passing by the Blues, and they hit a wide open Giorgio in front. The goalie made a spectacular save. Face-off is tied up, won by the Kings. Boyer takes it off their stick in the corner. He's going to take it towards the net. He sends it out to the point to Smith. Smith over to Brooks. Brooks down, back up to Smith. Smith takes a shot, hits a skate in front. Giorgio gets it, goes to Boyer. Boyer out to the point to Smith again. Back down low for Boyer. Boyer down low for Zilm, right back to Boyer. Comes out to Smith. Smith shot, that blocked in front. And the Kings are going to bring that back out to the neutral zone. Pass picked off by Brooks. He chips it up the boards. Nobody there for the Blues. Goes right to a Kings player. They bring it in. Drop pass. Wide open shot. Pad save. Rebound goes to the slot. Picked up by Giorgio. Giorgio and Zilm and Boyer in 3-on-2 now. Drop for Zilm. Slap shot. That goes wide. Brooks picks it up at the far point. He puts it back in deep. Blues let it go all the way around. Smith pinches on the far side. He puts it in deep. Giorgio gets the puck. Gets it to Zilm. Zilm's one-timer, doesn't get through. Pushed into the far corner. Giorgio beats his man to the puck, sends it out to the point to Smith. Smith shot, that deflects on. Pad save, sent to the near side boards. Giorgio gets to it first. Komodowski holds originally, and then they finally get it out. Boyer steps up and blows an edge, but gets the puck to Komodowski. Komodowski circles in his own zone. He goes right up the gut, hits Zilm, bounces off of his stick, and here comes the Kings back in. They split through the middle. Bauer picks it off, and now Bauer is going to bring it into their zone. He goes over, tries to hit Bowers. It flips up in the air. Crowley there for it. Bowers can't get the loose puck. It comes out to the neutral zone to Komodowski. Komodowski goes to Miniman. Miniman crosses the red line, puts it in, skates it down low. He goes behind the net. He gets hit in the corner. Puck's turned over, and here comes the Kings back to the neutral zone. And, one to beat. And long shot. That goes a mile high. Bowers picks up the loose puck far side. He tries passing to somebody. It went to the Kings player. And Bauer gets the loose puck from Komodowski down. Here comes Bauer back in. He sends it towards the net. That's blocked. He picks it up in the corner, puts it behind the net into the far corner. Bauer's there for it. He reverses. He gets it knocked off of his stick. Bauer goes in to help him out, and Kings come away with it. They push it to the far corner. I'm sorry, that was Crowley helping out. Bowers now gets on the sideboard, sends it to Komodowski. Komodowski back to Bauer. Bauer's shot. That hits a shin pad. Goes all the way over to Miniman. Miniman reverses out to the blue line. He takes a shot. That gets through, goes wide of the net. Kings pick it up. They chip it off the glass. That's going to go all the way down, and that will be an icing against the Kings. Blues make a line change. They send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Rubus and Peterson will be on defense. Offensive zone face-off will be to the right of the Kings goalie. Face-off is won by the Kings. They send it hard around the boards. Rubus pinches far side, holds it there. Harris picks it up, and he battles for it now. Fugner comes in, pushes it deeper. They're going to take it into the corner now. Schneider hits his man. They're going to send it behind the net. They bring it this way. Now they go back behind the net again. Pass picked off by Harris. Schneider gets it to Fugner. Fugner has it knocked off his stick at the last minute. Good hold at the line by Peterson. Fugner puts it in deep. Harris hits his man. They're going to bring it around deep. Schneider hits his man. Causes a turnover to Rubus. Rubus to Harris. Harris to Fugner. Fugner gets a shot off. Good save by the goalie again. They're now going to send it behind the net the far way. Kings are going to send it all the way down, and that will be an icing against the Kings. Good pressure on that shift. Couple good opportunities. Blues will send out a fresh unit. Brooks and Smith will be out on defense. Wessel, Blanchard, and Spatansky will be the forward unit. Offensive zone faceoff to the Kings goalie's left with 5:58 left here in the first period. Face-off won by the Blues. Wessel gives it to Smith. Smith to Brooks. He takes a shot. That gets on. Loose puck in front. Thrown all the way out to the point to Brooks. Goes to Smith. Smith's shot. That's on. Glove save again held on to by the Kings goalie. And we will do it again from his left with 5:48 left in the first. Face-off won by the Blues again. They send it out to Smith one more time. He puts it down low. Blanchard behind the net tries to tip it around. Held off the skate of Wessel as they took the puck. Good back check by Spatansky, broke up their exit attempt. Kings reclaim the puck, and now they're going to bring it in. They take it to the outside, drop pass. Good stick by Spatansky, pushes it to the corner. They send it back behind the Blues net. Smith gets it. He goes up the boards for Blanchard. Blanchard's backhand pass off the mark to Wessel. Kings reclaim it. Spatansky strips it back. He goes to Wessel. Wessel, quick pass back to Brooks. Brooks skates in his own zone. He goes to his partner Smith, right back to Brooks. Brooks sends it right up, and that is going to go all the way down. They're going to say it was tipped. Kings didn't expect that to get called off. The Kings reverse it right back to the neutral zone. Pass is intercepted by Smith, and then his next pass is picked off, and they're going to push it all the way to the corner. Nobody's going to it for the Blues. They bring it out to the side. They chip it towards the defenseman. Quick pass D to D, then they try to reverse it, and nobody was there. It goes back out to the neutral zone. They go D to D inside their own zone. Wessel keeps them honest. Giorgio, fresh on the ice, hits his man, knocks him off the puck. They reclaim it. They're going to send it far side. They bring it into the zone. Smith hits his man off the puck. Giorgio picks up the loose puck. It rolls, heads up. Here come the Kings with it, with space behind. Shot from the side of the net is blocked by Scanapieko and held on to for the whistle. Blues make another line change, or complete the line change. Miniman, Komodowski up front. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Giorgio lines up, take this draw to Scanapieko's right. Face-off, won by the Kings out to the point. They're going to put it in deep behind the Blues net. Miniman first to the puck. He reverses. It goes right to a Kings player. It knocks off a hit stick by Giorgio. Giorgio goes to Zilm. Zilm goes to Boyer. That one's picked off. Pass by Kings is picked off by Giorgio. He sends it back to Komodowski. Komodowski reverses in the corner. He skates it back towards behind the net now. He reverses up the near side boards for Boyer. Boyer's going to sauce pass it off cross ice. And first one to it is a Kings player. And then good forecheck by Boyer breaks up their neutral zone entry. And Kings are just going to put it in deep. That puck bounces off the backboards, comes right back in front. Scanapieko sends it back behind the net. Miniman gets it in the corner, sends it to Zilm. Give and go pass for Giorgio. And here's Giorgio and Boyer one-on-one. Shot by Giorgio, blockered into the near side boards. And here come the Kings right back through the neutral zone. Blues cause a turnover. Boyer comes away with it. He's going to skate it through the neutral zone. He's going to cross in. Long shot, pad save, push to the corner. Bowers can't control. He gets it back. He fights off a man, pushes it to the corner, tries to put it in front. No Blues there. Crowley grabs it. Kings take it from him, and now they're going to clear it back out. Good stick by Peterson, breaks up their zone exit, and they push it back in. Kings are going to try the far side this time. Bowers there, tips it to Bauer. Bauer has it knocked off of his stick. Kings grab it back, and they're going to come through the neutral zone with numbers now, as they're going to bring it in 4-on-3. Long shot, blocker save, rebound in front, picked up by Peterson. Peterson up the sideboards for Bauer. Bauer's pass front, picked off. Wide open, shot, another save by Scannapieco. So Scannapieco makes 2 1-on-0 saves there as the Blues turn it over inside their own zone. Blues make a line change. They send out Fugner. Or no, hold on. They send out Crowley, Schneider, and Harris up front. Face-off is won by the Kings. They send it to the point. Shot. That's blocked in front by Rubis. Harris grabs it. He tries to go to Schneider. It's in his skates. He pushes it forward. They grab it right back. Harris picks it off. It comes far side. Peterson's going to grab it on the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck. It's going to go to the far corner. Crowley hits his man. Harris comes in. They're going to tip it out. Crowley picks it off. It goes to Schneider. Schneider tries to get the shot off. It's blocked out. Goes to the point. Rubis has it. He sends a shot towards the net. That's on glove save. Held on to by the goaltender. Fugner comes out to join his wingers. Crowley retreats to the bench. Offensive zone face-off to the left of the Kings goaltender will be taken by Fugner. It is one into the corner by the Kings. They're going to go side to side behind the net here. They send it up the boards. Peterson pinches in, can't hold. Harris picks it up in the neutral zone. He dodges a hit, sends it over to Fugner. Fugner tips it to Rubis, gives it back to Fugner. They're going to put it in deep now. Harris goes into forecheck in the near side corner. They send it up the boards. Fugner hits his man, puts it in deep. Harris has it. Oh, man, gloves it down but couldn't control it. Fugner sends it back behind the net for him. He battles. Fugner has it now. It goes up the sideboards. They reverse behind their own net. They're going to take it around near side. They send it up the boards. Held at the point by Peterson again. Shot off a Harris' skate goes just wide. They reverse near side one more time. This time they clear to the neutral zone. Schneider hits his man. They try chipping it around. Rubis picks that up. He makes a move to Fugner. Fugner sends it over to himself off the boards. And now he goes in deep for the forecheck. Rubis there gets it to Schneider. Schneider off the board, sends it out to Brooks. Brooks slap shot, that's on. Rebound in front. Nobody there for the Blues as they're going for a line change. Kings bring it out far side. They're going to bring it through the neutral zone. They make a move around one. They make a move around the other. Get it to the front. No shot taken. It comes out near side. Here comes Wessel. He's got Blanchard and Smith with him. Long shot, save in front, rebound there. Blanchard can't get a stick on it. Brooks pinches in, holds it in the zone, puts it down deep. Wessel goes in on the forecheck. He battles a man in the corner. Blanchard goes to help him out. Kings push it forward. Blanchard comes away with it. He goes to Spatansky. It goes out to Smith. Smith shot on goal! Not sure if it was tipped or if it was a clean goal by Malachi Smith, but the Blues go up 1-0 with 11.4 seconds left here in the first period. Blues will complete the line change. Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard up front, Brooks and Smith on defense. Face-off is won by the Kings. They push it to the sideboards with 7 left. They put it in deep. Malachi Smith's going to go and send that hard around the boards to Blanchard, and that's going to do it for the first period. Blues lead 1-0 against the LA Junior Kings. We'll be back for the second period here shortly. And we are ready to get the second period underway. 17 minutes put back on the clock as the Blues lead 1-0. They send out Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front, Miniman, Komodowski on defense. Face-off is won by the Blues. Ref loses his whistle and picks it back up. Blues reverse in their own zone. They go D to D. They're going to do it again behind the net. Miniman sends it up the boards for Zilm. Zilm has a player step in front of him. Giorgio takes it right back away, though. Zilm goes far side for Boyer. Boyer's going to bring it into the zone, takes it to the outside. He reverses in the corner. He goes out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski shot deflects a mile high, gloved down by the Kings, and here they come with numbers through the neutral zone. And 3-on-1 as they get around one defender. Wow, pass in front to nobody is not a shot, obviously, because there's nobody there. Giorgio comes away with the loose puck. He sends it out to the neutral zone. Kings grab that. They reverse. They go D to D on their own blue line. They reverse it one more time on the dots. He's going to skate it all the way back into his corner. He hits his partner on the near side. They're going to send it up. That is tipped in deep, and Komodowski's going to have to race for this one. He puts it behind his back to Miniman. Miniman's going to skate it out near side. He goes to Boyer. Boyer behind his back to Crowley. Crowley gets to the outside, sends it to the front to Bauer. Bauer's shot goes just wide on the one-time attempt. He's going to skate it out. He gets tripped, no call. Shot sent towards the net by Peterson. Rebound by Rubis. Another shot. That goes just wide off a deflection. Blues with pressure here in the Kings zone early. Crowley comes away with it. Shot. That deflects just wide. Rubis picks it up. He sends it towards the front. Saved by the goalie. Rebound comes in front. They pick it back up. They push it to the neutral zone. Peterson reverses over to Rubis. Rubis skates it back in. He puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck. And Blues with too many men on the ice as they didn't see it. Wow. Blues had a player jump as they thought Bauer was coming to the bench and he stayed out. Luckily, nobody touched a puck as it went down for icing. Blues send out Fugner, Harris, Schneider up front, Brooks and Smith on defense. Face-off is a tie-up. Comes back out to the point. Brooks puts it in deep. It comes to the near side. Smith is going to pinch down low. He puts it in deep for Fugner. Fugner takes it behind the net. He goes out to the point of Brooks. Brooks puts it in deep. It hits Schneider. He battles on the sideboards, pushes it back to Brooks. Brooks puts it down deep for Fugner. Fugner tries to swing it out front. He's going to skate it near side now. He sends it out to Smith. Smith puts it down low behind the net for Harris. Harris controls, tries to go to Fugner. Fugner has it knocked off of his stick. He grabs it, sends it right back deep for Harris. Harris takes it behind the net. He's going to reverse in the corner. He reverses again, has it knocked off of his stick, takes it right back, gives it to Fugner. Fugner out to the point to Smith. Smith to Brooks. Brooks shot through. Harris tips it just wide. They're going to try clearing again this side. And good hold by Malachi Smith. He puts it right back in deep. Blues going on the forecheck again. They send it around far side. Fugner first to the puck, holds it there. They send it to the point. Shot on, held on to by the Kings goaltender. They play it now as the Blues go for a line change. They reverse. Blanchard and Wessel on the forecheck. They're going to hit the far side seam pass. They come near side, picked off by Smith. Tips it to Blanchard. Blanchard gets hooked, no call. Puck goes loose to Smith. Smith brings it in. He goes to Brooks. Brooks tries to get it towards the front of the net. Blues got no defense back. There they go. They come back. And Spatansky's going to go to the box as his stick got tangled in the skate of a Kings player. So Blues go to their first penalty kill of the game with 13:29 left here in the second period. Spatansky 2 minutes for tripping. What a goon that kid is. Matt shaking his head, the official in him coming out. Kings fans are chanting, "Let's go Kings," all three of them. That's an impressive chant. Giorgio and Wessel will be up front. Face-off is won by the Blues. Wessel chips it around. He gets to the outside. He pulls up and waits. Reverses, takes it down deep. He's just going to waste some time. He gets interfered with, no call. They're going to bring it back out. They send it up to the far side. Komodowski puts his man down. Kings reclaim the puck. They send it towards the front. Shot. That goes just wide into the far side corner. Kings reclaim it. They send it out to the point. Wessel all over him, causes the puck to go out to the neutral zone. They're going to reverse. They're going to put it in deep now on the far side. Settled behind the net for Scanapieko. He drops it for Komodowski. Komodowski behind the net for Miniman. That's out of his reach. Wessel has to retreat, lifts the stick. He keeps pushing and battling. Kings come away with it. Picked off by Giorgio. Goes right to Miniman, and here come the Blues 2-on-1. Oh, hits Giorgio, and Giorgio buries. So Wessel fakes the first pass, holds on, and then makes a bullet of a backhand pass, hits Giorgio on the back door, and he cuts back to the front of the net and slides it around the pad of the goaltender as he was sliding back. So Giorgio from Wessel short-handed to put the Blues up by 2 with 12:31 left here in the second period. Kings will have 1:02 left remaining in their power play. Crowley and Boyer come on the ice with Rubis and Peterson to penalty kill. Face off won by the Blues. Peterson controls in his own zone. He hits it off of a Kings player. It goes all the way down, no icing. Kings grab it. They take it behind their net. Crowley on the forecheck. They bring it back through the neutral zone. They get to the outside, picked off by Peterson. He puts it right back into the Kings zone. They're going to try near side this time. And passes in the skate. They pick it up. They push it forward. They get to the outside. Rubis pushes him behind the net. And Kings player goes down into the post and dislodges the net. 34 seconds remaining on the Blues penalty kill. Face-off will be to Scanapieko's left. Crowley lines up to take it. He's got Rubis in the corner. That's where he would like this puck to go. It does not go there as the Kings win it. They go D-to-D on the point. They go back short side. Shot on. Another save by Scanapieko as they had a seam to the net there. Push it up the sideboards. It's going to go all the way out to the point. Crowley tips the pass as they were going D-to-D, and that goes into the Kings bench. We'll do it again from Scanapieko's left. Ref looking at the crossbar. Looks like he's going to try to get the net a little more secure. As the Kings player railed it and knocked it several feet off just a moment ago. Boyer wins the face-off, picked off by the Kings. They get it out to the point. They make a move at the blue line. They have a bobble. Boyer picks it up, and Boyer on a semi-break. He's got Crowley with him. Good back check by the Kings players as Boyer tries to go far side. It hits a shin pad, goes to Peterson. Peterson's just going to put it in deep. Man, that was an impressive back check by the Kings there as Boyer was on the free and got caught. Not many can catch him. Kings control down in the Blues corner as we're back to 5-on-5 now. Rubis knocks the puck behind the net, heads up, nobody there, but a Kings player shot. Goes right through the crease, hits off a skate, goes into the corner, and Blues now battling for it. Peterson grabs it. He goes hard off the boards to Zilm. Zilm, backhand pass is picked off by the Kings, and then Rubis picks off the next one. He takes a high late hit. Shakes it off. Kings control in their own zone now. They send it right up the neutral zone. Heads up, 2-on-1. Oh, no. Loose puck, goal. Bad defense there. And it cost the Blues a goal as pinched in on a 2-on-1 and gave them a 2-on-0. Blues complete the line change. They send out Bauer, Bowers, and Giorgio. Smith and Brooks will be the defensive pairing. Face off, won by the Blues, back to Brooks. He fans on the pass, gives it back over. And they get around to the outside again, send it to the front, loose puck, goal. More bad hockey by the Blues, and that means goals for the other team. That's terrible. Nobody going to the puck. It's unfortunate. Blues send out a fresh 5-man unit after that 2-goal shift. Fugner, Harris, Schneider up front. Komodowski and Miniman on defense. And we are back to a tie game. Face off is a tied up. Schneider picks it up. He tries to put it in. That's gloved down by a Kings player. They go D to D in their own zone. They go up into the blue zone, tip it around Miniman. Komodowski picks it up. He takes it behind the net, reverses to Miniman. Miniman hits Fugner. It's off the mark. That puck goes into the far corner on the shot from the point. Fugner picks it up. He tries to clear. They come back away with it. Man open in front again. Shot, pad saved by Scanapieko. Rebound brought to the far side. They get it out to the point. They go back down to the sidewall. Pass picked off by Schneider. He hits Harris. Harris tries to tip it around, gets around one to beat, gets there, and they're now going to battle in the corner for it. Fugner goes in to help him out. Kings come away with it. They're going to skate it through. They push it forward. They're going to bring it to the outside. They throw it in deep into the blue zone. Miniman's going to pick that up behind the net, and he's going to go for a skate. Passes it forward to Fugner, tips off of his stick. Harris goes in on the forecheck. They go far side, and pass is picked off by, another breakaway given up. Luckily, they shot wide. Fugner picks up the loose puck, and he's just going to throw it all the way down. Goes right through the legs of a Kings player, so they wave off icing. Blanchard on the forecheck. They come near side. Give and go pass goes far side. Spatansky picks it up. He goes back to Peterson. Peterson passes to the Kings player. Right in front again. They're going to take it behind the net now. Man, sloppy play by the Blues here the last several minutes to let the Kings right back in this game. Kings put it down low. Rubis hits his man. Loose puck is sent back up the boards to Blanchard. Blanchard tries chipping it around, picked off by a Kings player. They're going to put it back into the far side corner. Peterson grabs it. He goes up the boards. That's going to clear out of the zone. Blanchard on a chase. Kings player wins that. He takes it behind his own net. Blanchard hits him. They're going to reverse. They try going up the boards. Hits the skate of Wessel. Spatansky battles on the sideboards. Pass picked off by Wessel. He's got room. Long shot. Goal by Wessel. Wessel with a long shot from outside the circles beats the goalie. High blocker. So Wessel from, I think that might have been Blanchard and Rubis, to put the Blues back up by a goal after giving up 2 softies. And that's going to do it for the first half of the second period. We have a very special video for you folks at home. So from us to you, Merry Christmas from the 2011 Blues. And we are ready to get the second period resumed. Goalies are taking their net. Blues still coming out of the locker room as they're getting on the ice. Blues are going to continue with Spatansky, Wessel, and Blanchard up front. The defensive pairing will be Komodowski and Miniman. Center ice face-off after that Blues goal to put the Blues up by 1. Kings win the face-off. Their pass is deflected to Miniman. Miniman gives it to Komodowski. Back to Miniman. He tries to hit Blanchard. That's going to go all the way down. It hits off Blanchard well before the red line, and they wave off the icing. We'll take it. Blanchard controls down low. He gives it to Wessel. Wessel skates it behind the net. Gets it out in front for Spatansky. Comes all the way out. Slap shot from the point, hits the crossbar, battled for on the sideboards. Blanchard puts it down low to himself. He gives it to Wessel. Wessel out to the point to Miniman. Miniman shot blocked by a shin pad in front. Wessel picks it up on the near side boards. He battles 2 players. Spatansky comes away with it. Pass rolls on him to Komodowski, hits another skate and goes to Wessel. Wessel's going to skate it back in. He gets hooked, gets it back to Komodowski. Komodowski, it hits some water and stops, and Blues are going to go to the power play as the Kings take a hooking penalty. So number 13 for the Kings goes to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Blues will send out the Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm line up front. Defensively, we'll have Peterson and Rubis to start this power play. Offensive zone face-off will be to the left of the Kings goaltender. Giorgio lines up to take this draw. It is 1 to Zilm. He tries to push it towards the net, picked off by Kings. They send it all the way around the boards. Peterson holds it, puts it in deep. They're going to try this side now, and that one hits off of Boyer, comes out to the neutral zone and heads up. Here come the Kings on a breakaway. And they get it to the front, loose puck. As it sailed on him right at the end, throws it towards the front, hits the pad of Scanapieko, stops in the crease, and he drops down and covers it. Blues will have a defensive zone face-off to Scanapieko's left. Giorgio lines up to take it. It is 1 to the corner to Rubis. He reverses, sends it off the boards to Zilm. Zilm goes to Giorgio. It rolls on him. He circles it back to Rubis. Rubis is going to skate it out far side. He goes near side to Boyer. Boyer brings it in. Drops it for Giorgio. Back to Boyer. Out to the point to Rubis. Rubis skates the line. Brings it in far side. Goes down low for Zilm. Zilm back out to Rubis. Rubis far side for Boyer. Boyer tries to hit Giorgio, goes off the skate, goes right to a Kings player, and they're going to clear it into the Blues bench. Blues will have an offensive zone face-off to the right of the Kings goaltender.
Let's go, boys.
Blues will send out a fresh unit. Wessel, Spatansky, Blanchard up front. Smith and Brooks on defense. Face off, won by the Kings. They send it hard behind the net, stops in the corner. They're going to have to go for it. They send it up the boards, get it around Brooks. Smith steps up and holds it there. He tips it to Wessel. Wessel drops it back to Spatansky. Spatansky back to Smith. Smith to Wessel in front of the Blues net. He's going to skate it out near side. He gets it knocked off of his stick. Kings come away with it. They try to clear their own zone, hit Wessel in the back. Now they have to retreat. Next one is cleared up to the point, held by Brooks. Brooks goes to Smith. Smith, shot, pad save, push to the corner. They send it up the far sideboards. They tip it around Smith, and here's another semi-break. Shot, pad save by Scanapieko, goes into the corner. Kings get it back. Tips off of one stick, goes to Brooks. Brooks going to take it back behind the Blues net with 8 seconds left here in the power play. Blues never really got anything going here. Smith sends it forward to Wessel. Wessel brings it in, drops it for Smith. Smith has it bounce on him. He grabs it back, puts it off the boards to Wessel. Wessel to Spatansky. Spatansky shot there. Loose puck in front. Blanchard can't get enough stick on it. It comes all the way out to the point. Shot by Brooks, hits Spatansky. He goes down. He's up now. And Blues go for a change as the Kings bring it in 3-on-3. They take it to the outside, pass to the front, blocked by Brooks, goes to the near side. Kings come back away with it. They skate it behind the Blues net into the far corner. They're going to reverse it down low. Now he skates it back up. Crowley hits his man. Bowers gets the puck. Bauer gets the puck. He sends it forward, blows an edge. And Blues are going right back to the power play as Bauer gets interfered with. So 6 for the Kings goes to the box. Honestly, did not look like a penalty to me. If I were the Kings, I wouldn't be thrilled. Bauer, it looked like, had blown an edge, and he gets the call. Blues make a line change. They send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front, Miniman and Komodowski on defense. Offensive zone face-off to the right of the Kings goalie is won by Fugner. He gets it to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski can't hold the line, and it is an offsides against the Blues. And so we will do it again, this time from the neutral zone right next to the Blues bench. Fugner lines up to take this one again. It is won by the Kings. They're going to bring it out near side. Miniman steps up. Fugner knocks the puck off his stick. Harris grabs it. He tries to push to Fugner. He gets it there. Fugner sends it back to Miniman. Miniman, no, to Komodowski. Komodowski hits Harris. Harris going to bring it in. Chips it around one man. Takes it towards the front. Takes it behind the net now. He's going to go out to the point to Miniman. Miniman to Komodowski. Komodowski reverses on the blue line. He puts it down deep for Schneider. Schneider holds it there. He gets it to Fugner. Fugner skates it into the corner. He gets it knocked off of his stick. Schneider takes it right back. He goes out to the point to Komodowski. Komodowski to Miniman. Miniman to Harris. Harris to Fugner. Fugner's shot deflects just high, and here come the Kings with it as they chip it around. Miniman grabs it. He reverses right back to Harris. Harris going to bring it back in. Here come the Blues, 3-on-2. Fugner gets it, shot on, loose puck in front. Komodowski buries. So Blues with the power play goal at 3:30 go back up by 2 as Komodowski buries, or did Schneider tip? Might have been a tip in. So good play by the boys there to put the Blues back up by 2. We hope you all enjoyed this week's edition of Holiday Lookalikes. We'll play it again at the end of the broadcast in case anybody missed it. Kings win that face-off. They're going to bring it through the neutral zone. They go off the boards, picked off by Komodowski, or by Peterson, but it was offsides anyways. And we will do it again from center ice here, as they're going to call that intentional. Blues have Crowley, Bowers up front with Peterson and Rubis on defense. Face-off is won by the Blues. Rubis chips it high and into the LA Kings zone. They're going to chase it behind their own net. They reverse it. Now they're going to send it up the far side boards, held there by Peterson, goes all the way back down. They send it back out. Peterson sends it right back towards the net. Bowers gets to it. He puts it down low. Nobody there. It's going to go all the way around to the far point to Peterson. He puts it back in deep. Bowers going to chase to the near corner. He sends it out to the point to Rubis. Rubis, long shot, gets through and held on to by the Kings goaltender with 2:47 left here in the second period. Blues make a line change. Giorgio, Zilm, Boyer jump for the forward side. Brooks and Smith will be the defensive duo. Face-off will come to the Kings goalie's left. Face-off won by the Blues. Boyer gives it to Smith. Smith's shot hits a stick, goes into the corner. Kings grab it. They send it behind their own net. They're going to skate it out far side. He cuts towards the center, and he's going to bring it all the way in. Smith and Giorgio knock him off the puck. They battle for it. It goes to the corner. Oh, man. Big hit from behind as the Kings player turned as Smith was hitting him. And he goes head first into the boards. That most likely is a 2-10. And we'll see what they call here. Fortunately, the Kings player is fine and gets up under his own power. And it is going to be a 2-10, so Smith goes to the box for a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct. Probably boarding if I had to guess. I didn't see the hand signal. Right call, just unfortunate circumstance as the player turned right as he was getting hit. And he went in hard face first into the boards. Luckily, no injury. Kings win the face-off. They send it over to their point. Good pressure by Spatansky breaks up their entry. They get it right back to the point. They go to the near side point now. Long shot. That gets through. Loose puck in front. Another shot, pad save by Scanapieko. Kings get it back out to the point now. They skate the line, picked off by Miniman. Miniman tries to go to Wessel. Wessel gets it, holds it in the neutral zone. He gets held up, no call. And Kings and Spatansky and Wessel now battle for it. Blues push it deeper into the Kings zone. Kings get it. They give it to their defenseman in front of the net. They bring it out near side. Miniman steps up, holds it, and then heads up. Kings have numbers coming back as they push it around. And, wow, another missed call. Miniman took a player down, no call there. And Spatansky gets it. Blues 3-on-1 shorthanded with Miniman. Spatansky, oh, man, he has a bounce at the last minute. Loose puck in front. Wessel can't get enough on it. And here come the Kings back through. They send it all the way down. Komodowski picks it up. He takes it behind the Blues net. He skates it out far side, reverses. He's going to burn some time. He sends it to Miniman. Miniman has it bounce. He chips it forward to Spatansky. Spatansky has it knocked off of his stick. Kings bring it back in. They take it to the outside far side. They reverse it to the top of the point. They go to the top of the circle, near side, shot on, pad save again by Scanapieko. They get it out to the point again. Spatansky all over him, ties him up. They get it out to the point. He goes for a skate. He gets it knocked off. It goes to the neutral zone. Good play by Jax. And here comes Spatansky, picks off the pass, and he tries to get the shot off as he's late on his shift. He goes to the bench. Kings come away with it. Blues got to get back. And they cross in, drop pass down low now for a shot from the side. Pad save again. They take it behind the net the other way. That's going to do it for the Blues power play as Bowers comes back on the ice after serving the minor penalty. Harris comes on. Loose puck in front. Blues can't get a handle on it. Finally, shot blocked, picked up by Rubis. Rubis goes to Harris. Harris is going to bring it in. He takes a long shot. Skate save, comes near side. Rubis hits his man, holds the puck there. He has to tie up. Oh, man. They blow off sides as time was expiring, but it looked like Harrison made it back. Not that it mattered. But that's going to do it for the second period. We'll be back for the third here shortly. And we're about ready to get the third period underway. 17 minutes back up on the scoreboard to start this third period. Blues make a line change in between periods. They send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Defensively, Peterson and Rubis, or I'm sorry, it's going to be Rubis and Komodowski get the call. as Smith is in the box for 10 minutes for his boarding misconduct. Center ice face-off is a tie-up, won by the Blues. Schneider gets it. He goes back to Komodowski. Komodowski, far side for Harris. Harris goes to Schneider, near side. Schneider takes it to the outside. Long shot, blocker save, push to the far corner. Harris gets there first. He has it knocked off of his stick. They're going to send it out through the neutral zone. Rubis picks up, and that's going to go all the way down for icing. Blues will have an offensive zone face-off to the left of the Kings goaltender. Fugner will take this one. Face-off won by the Kings. They're going to throw it hard off the glass near side. Connects with their player. Good tip by Komodowski. Breaks it up. Goes right to another player. Long shot. Loose puck in front. Picked up in the corner by Schneider. He takes the hit. Holds it there. Komodowski comes in to help. Fugner now been there to help. And loose puck is pushed away. Hits off a skate. Goes behind the Blues net to Rubis. Rubis going to skate it out near side. He hits Fugner. Fugner hits Rubis. Rubis is going to skate it through. Blues start a line change. Rubis gets it in, makes a move, tries to go to the front, nobody home. Pass picked off by Harris as Kings had taken it away. Now Harris controls down in the corner. He drops it low for Fugner. Fugner tries to get it back to Harris. It goes to Bauer. Bauer pushes it behind the net. He skates it. He reverses. Nobody there as the Blues are going for a change. Harris chips in. He holds it there, gets it down low for Bauer. Bauer takes a hit, gets the puck, tries to clear it to the front of the net. That's picked off. Kings clear back out to the Blues zone. Brooks picks it up. He's got time. He goes to Bauer. Bauer goes to Crowley. Crowley chips it in. Bowers picks it up in the corner, goes towards the front of the net, gets pushed behind. He reverses, holds it there. Bauer comes to help him out, and Kings come away with it. They push to the far corner. Crowley beats his man to the puck, holds it on the sideboards, reverses, gets it to Bowers. Bowers to Brooks. Brooks takes a shot, blocked by a skate, comes out to Miniman. He takes a shot. That goes behind the net, kicks towards the front. Kings come away with it, and here they come 3-on-2. Miniman blocks the pass. It goes all the way down into the corner. He hits his man. Crowley goes in to help him out. He picks up the puck. He goes behind for Bauer. Bauer has it roll. Kings pick it back up. They take it behind the Blues net. Hit by Brooks. Knocks him off the puck. Now battled for in the corner by Miniman. Crowley grabs it. Bauer able to push it just into the neutral zone. Kings bring it right back in. Drop pass, top of the circle. Shot blocked by Boyer. Kings get it back. Their pass in front, picked off by Giorgio. Giorgio makes a move, gets it to Boyer. Boyer, far side for Miniman. Miniman's going to skate it through the neutral zone, crosses the red line. He dumps and goes for a change. Giorgio picks it up in the near side corner, reverses down low for Boyer behind the net. Boyer backhand pass to the front is tipped out of the zone, and Rubis has to chase this one all the way back to the Blue zone. He grabs it, sends it to Giorgio. Giorgio taps it to Boyer. Boyer back to Giorgio. Giorgio takes it towards the front of the net, gets his stick lifted, and they're going to clear it right back out. Good pinch by Peterson, puts it back behind the Kings net. Kings grab it, they clear up the boards, intercepted by Zilm. He puts it right back in deep. Now they're going to try the near side. They reverse. Giorgio blows an edge. They clear it out to the Blue zone. Here comes Rubis. He's got a man on him. He takes it behind the net, reverses again, sends it up to Boyer. It's out of his reach, and that will be icing against the Blues. Blues make a line change after that icing with 13:30 left here in the third period. They send out Spatansky, Wessel, Blanchard up front. Defensively, Rubis and Peterson. Spatansky loses that draw. It comes out to the point. They take it down to the sideboards. They put it down deep into the corner. Peterson hits his man. Spatansky back checking, knocks him off the puck. Peterson sends it up the boards. Nobody there for the Blues. Shot gets through. Pad saved by Scanapieko again. Loose puck in front one more time. And nobody clears the front of the net. And they put one in past Scanapieko. So we are back to a one-goal game. With 13:11 left as loose puck in front picked up by the Kings and buried. Spatansky will line up to take this one. Blues send out Komodoski and Miniman to join that line. Blues win it. Blanchard tries to chip it in the zone. That gets picked off. They go D to D. They bring it back through the neutral zone. They go far side. Pass connected. Long shot. That goes over the head of Scanapieko and off the glass behind. Entry is picked off by Spatansky. He chips it to Blanchard. He gets it to Wessel. Wessel tries to go far side for Komodoski. And Kings come away with it. Wessel steals it back to Miniman. Miniman goes to Spatansky. One-time pass to Blanchard. Blanchard brings it in, takes it to the far side, gets it into the corner. He gets knocked off the puck. It goes to Spatansky anyways. Blanchard picks up a loose puck. Shot. That goes over the net into the far corner. Wessel picks it up. Wessel goes far side to Blanchard. Blanchard one-timer from the slot. Couldn't get a lot on it, and the goalie's going to hold on to it. Blues make a change again. They send out Fugner, Schneider, Harris up front. Miniman and Komodoski will continue on defense. Fugner lines up, take this draw. It is a tie-up. Schneider gets knocked down from behind. Loose puck is picked up by him. He pushes it towards the sideboard. Then he blocks the next pass out of the zone. Fugner knocks down the third pass. Miniman gets it. He goes to Komodoski. Komodoski's going to go for a skate. He crosses the red line. He brings it in, hits the skate. Schneider takes a long shot just wide of the post. Goalie never even saw it coming. They send the puck back to Miniman. Miniman down low for Harris. Harris has it bounce on him. He lifts the stick, holds the puck there. Fugner grabs it. He pushes it in deep. Schneider's going to go in on the forecheck now. They push it there. Schneider holds it on the boards. They send it towards the point. Miniman grabs it. Shot on. Glove saved by the Kings goaltender and held on to for a whistle. Blues change again. They send out Crowley, Bauer. Bauer's up front. Peterson and Brooks will be the defensive pairing. Crowley lines up to take this one. He wins it back to Brooks. Brooks over to Peterson, right back to Brooks. Brooks with pressure, puts it down low for Bowers. Bowers has it roll on him. He picks it back up. Bowers now grabs it. He puts it in deep. Bowers on the forecheck, pushes it behind the net, steps on it, goes into the corner. Bowers gets tied up with somebody. Pass hits off a skate, goes back to the front. Kings come away with it, and their entry is picked off by Peterson. Peterson spins and passes, didn't realize he had a player behind him. Good back check by Bauer, breaks that up. Crowley tips it around one, and Crowley gets the outside with the partial break, cuts towards the front, loose puck, goes to the corner. They send it up the far sideboards. They go near side now, and here come the Kings through the neutral zone. They're going to slow it down, send it back. Now their player's going to bring it in. Blues, wow, what a step-up hit by Bauer there. Or was that Bowers? I didn't see which one. And Kings bring it in, get it towards the front, and snapped up by the glove of Scanapieko. And he's going to hold on to it for the whistle. Blues make another line change. Giorgio, Boyer, Zilm up front. Defensively, we'll have Rubis and Komodoski. 10:42 remains in the third period. Blues up by 1. Face-off is won by the Blues into the far corner. Komodoski grabs it. He sends it up the boards to Boyer. Boyer has it bounce off of his stick. Here come the Kings with it now. They send it down low, take it to the outside. They take it now behind the Blues net. Knocked off the stick by Zilm. He has it taken from him. Rubis grabs it, sends it a mile high. Glove down by Giorgio. Picked off by the Kings players, and here they come back in 3-on-2. Good back check. Uh-oh, man open. Shot. That goes wide. And they clear the zone for the Blues as nobody could hold that in. The defensemen go D to D just inside the red line. They're going to send it up the boards. They tip it. Giorgio picks it up, and here come the Blues 3-on-2. Giorgio to the outside, drops for Boyer. Boyer back behind the net, was trying to hit Giorgio, and Kings come away with it. They flip back to the neutral zone. Rubis has it. Quick pass to Boyer. Boyer's going to bring it in. He tips it forward. Oh, tries to hit a sauce pass to Giorgio. It's just over his stick. They reverse it back down low. Boyer goes in on the forecheck. Giorgio now comes down low. They send it near side off the boards. Now they're going to go far side. Pass connects. Rubis back, pushes the stick off of his puck. It goes into the corner. Komodoski grabs it behind. He reverses for Rubis in the far corner. Blues in the process of a line change, and the pass from Rubis goes all the way down for icing. Blues finish the line change. Miniman and Brooks on defense. Spatansky and Wessel with Blanchard up front. Face-off won by the Blues, taken over by the Kings. They push it down in the corner. They send it behind the net. Miniman grabs it. He goes up the boards. Nobody there for the Blues. They put it back down low. Miniman intercepts that. Fans on his pass. Brooks grabs it, sends it out to Wessel. Wessel, under heavy pressure, is able to finally clear to the neutral zone. Spatansky on a good forecheck pushes it deep. Blanchard goes in. Spatansky's down. He gets up. He's shaken, so he's going to head to the bench. They kick it in out of their own zone. Then they hit a man and heads up. Semi-break to the outside. Good stick by Brooks, breaks up that play. And then Scanapieko smartly drops it. They get it to Wessel. And here come the Blues back into their zone. Gets it to Blanchard. Blanchard has a bounce off of his stick. And Kings are going to bring it right back out with speed. They try to get it to the forward. Fugner picks it up. They chip it up a mile in the air. And Kings grab it right back. They're going to go near side. They get it around Miniman. Brooks is right there for it. And they bring it back in. And Wessel's going to go to the box. That's a pretty weak tripping call. So Smith comes out of the box. His misconduct is over. Wessel will go into the box as Blues go on the penalty kill with 8:06 left. Wessel, 2 minutes for tripping. Blues send out Boyer and Giorgio up front. Rubis and Peterson will be the defensive pairing. Face-off won by the Kings, and they get it out to the point. They go down to the far circle. Picked off by Rubis. He kicks it to himself. Kings come away with it. Rubis pushes it out to the point. They circle. They're going to put it down deep. Blues out of position here a little bit. Oh, man, get it to the front. Shot goes just wide. He was wide open. They push it into the corner. Good skate by Peterson. Breaks that up. He sends up the boards to Boyer. Boyer sends it out. They're going to say it tips off of a LA player, so no icing. Again, I think that was a very generous call in the Blues' favor. Tyson Boyer breaks up the back, the neutral zone attempt by them. Gives it to Peterson. He throws it back in deep. Blues are going to burn a little bit more of this penalty kill. Kings bring it out now with speed through the neutral zone. They get it to the outside. Pulls up in the corner and reverses. Tries to send it out to the point. That is picked off by Boyer. Next one's picked off by Rubis. He sends it high off the glass. That goes all the way out. Too many men. He couldn't touch the puck. And Blues are able to get a full line change as Blanchard and Crowley come out up front. Peterson and Komodowski on defense. They take it to the outside. Hit off the stick by Komodowski. Oh no, Crowley had it, had a chance to clear, picked off. Wow, good thing the next pass was off the mark by the Kings, as that was a really good opportunity. They get it back out to the point, long shot, tipped just wide off a stick. Puck is put back into the corner. Komodowski goes in to fight for it. He hits his man, he gets the puck, shovels it towards the blue line. That is held in. They step to the circle. Shot pass goes to the far corner, picked up by the Kings. They send it right back out to the point. Bounces on them. They put it back down low. Now they put it behind the Blues net. 4 seconds remaining. Puck comes out to the sideboards for them. Blues power play or penalty kill is over. Wessel rejoins the fray. Puck is being battled for by Peterson and Blanchard. It's not moving anywhere as they both got a skate in it. Crowley pulls it back. Kings player takes it from him. They send it to the front, and then they're going to send it all the way down for the Blues as the Blues can go for a line change. Blues get a fresh forward unit and defensive unit on the ice. Fugner picks off that one, pushes it back in. Harris comes out. They send it up the sideboard. Schneider hits his man. Fugner picks up the loose puck. They put it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck now. They're going to take it behind the net. They get knocked off the puck by Fugner. Fugner sends it out to the point to Miniman. Miniman takes a long shot. That gets through, goes behind the net. Fugner picks it up. He goes out to Harris. Harris tries to get a shot, loose puck to Fugner. Fugner's shot hits the side of the net, goes behind. Schneider goes in to help him out. Puck tips up in the air. They come away with it. Good back check by Harris, knocks it to Miniman. Miniman, they didn't realize they had a man deep in. So Fugner had got tied up behind the net with a Kings player. And Schneider didn't see him down there, and so it takes it in offsides. Blues will continue with Fugner, Harris, Schneider up front. Brooks and Miniman on defense. Face off, won by the Blues. Miniman has it at the red line. He puts it in deep. Blues go in on the forecheck as the puck goes behind the net. Knocks it off the one stick. Harris is there for it. Schneider's going to forecheck the near side corner. He takes the puck off their stick, tips it for Harris. Harris out to the point to Brooks. Brooks, long shot, gets through. That's a deflect at the last minute. Schneider hits his man. Fugner hits his man, and now the Kings are going to bring it out near side. Harris tips it. It's going to go to Brooks. Brooks over to Miniman. Miniman going to skate it through. He sends it all the way down. They're going to again call no icing. Blues are able to get a full change here. That's like the second or third one where they've called off. Kings bring it in. Drop pass picked off by Giorgio. They take it right back. They put it down low and heads up. Space. Oh, shoots, just misses the far side post, goes into the corner. Kings grab it. Miniman tries to put it behind. The only person there is a Kings player. Shot from the side of the net, rebound in front. Puck comes out to the point. They go D to D to the far circle. Another shot. That one doesn't get through. Goes to the corner. Zilm battles for it. Giorgio comes in and grabs it. He goes behind the net to the far corner. Nobody there but a Kings player. They send it back in deep. Giorgio has it. Off the boards to Miniman. Miniman under heavy pressure. Gets hit. Puck goes to the Kings. Zilm comes in and knocks it off a stick. And now here come the Blues through the neutral zone, 3-on-2. Zilm brings it into the zone. He's going to put it in deep. Boyer goes on the forecheck. He wins. He gets interfered with. No call again. They send it up the sideboards through. Rubis takes it off their man's stick. He sends it up to Peterson. Peterson off the boards to Boyer. Boyer shovels it in and goes for a change. Goes far side. They reverse behind the net, backhand to their other partner. Now they send it up through the center. Broken up by Wessel, but they get it in deep. Rubis first to the puck, takes the hit, holds it there. Spatansky comes back to help in the battle. Puck squirts out to Rubis, and here comes Rubis. He skates it, makes a move. He goes forward for Wessel. Wessel crosses the blue line. He skates it towards center. He makes a move, wide open, shot on. Wow, goalie didn't see it, but it hit him, and he looked around for it, and it was right in his pads. What a good play by Wessel to make some room for himself. Gets an angle to the net where he can get a good opportunity on a shot and takes it, and have the goalie fooled. Face off, one to Peterson. He goes to Rubis. Rubis long shot, tipped. That stops in the crease. Rebound picked up by Wessel. He skates it out. He's going to go far side to Rubis. Rubis down low. Shot goes on net and into the pads and held on to again by the LA Kings goalie. 2:26 left here in the third. Blues up by a goal. Face off, one back to Rubis. Rubis goes down low for Blanchard. Blanchard tips it behind the net. They reverse, they send it up. It hits off the referee. Wessel first to the puck, tries to go to the front, can't get it there. Gets his own rebound, gives it to Rubis. Rubis shoots towards the net. That hits something and goes high. Good pinch by Wessel as he was covering back to keep it in. Now Kings grab it. They're going to bring it back through the neutral zone. They take it to the outside. Hit by Rubis. Puck is loose to Blanchard. He chips it around the defenseman. Wessel goes on the forecheck as the rest of the Blues go for a change. And they're going to bring it in now. A little give and go to the front. Knocked to the corner by Smith. Then they try to pass it to the slot. Picked up by Blanchard. He goes for a change. And Blues get a full fresh unit on the ice. So Schneider, Harris, and Crowley up front. They go far side. They bring it through. Schneider hits his man, knocks him off the puck. Komodowski grabs the loose puck. Then he gets taken down, and Blues are going back to a power play here with 1:25 left. So Blues with a minute 25 left here in the third period, leading by a goal, go to a power play. They will keep Crowley, Schneider, and Harris up front. Smith and Komodowski will be on defense. Face off one to the corner. Picked off by Harris. He's going to skate it behind the net. He brings it out near side. He takes it out to the top of the slot. Drops it for Komodowski. Komodowski goes to Smith. Smith back to Komodowski. Komodowski to Harris. Harris back to Komodowski. Back to Harris now. He skates it down low. Gets it to Crowley. Crowley shot on and into the pads and held on to by the goaltender. No change in personnel for either team. Crowley pushes that face up into the corner. They grab it. They send it all the way around. Malachi Smith knocks it down in the neutral zone. Komodowski sends it forward to Harris. Harris almost has it knocked off of his stick. He still controls. He drops it for Schneider. Schneider's going to bring it in far side. He goes back to Harris. Harris has it bounce off of him. They try to clear, held in by Smith, and then they grab it again. Harris sends it down low for Schneider. Schneider in front, hits Crowley. Crowley goes just wide, sends it to Schneider. Schneider back to Crowley. Puck comes all the way out to the point. Komodowski skates the line with it. Long shot. That gets through. Blockered to the corner. Smith sends it back to Komodowski. It bounces on him. Crowley grabs it. Reverses back in the zone. Schneider's going to go in on the forecheck. They're going to chip it off the glass. Smith holds it. And 10 seconds remaining. Harris grabs the loose puck. Oh, tries to go to Schneider. And it comes all the way down. And offsides against the Kings with 1.5 seconds left. Couple good opportunities there for the Blues. Have a neutral zone face-off with 1.5 seconds left. And that's going to do it. Blues are going to win against the LA Junior Kings 4-3. That brings the record on the weekend to 2-2. Not the outcome we were looking for, but nonetheless, good last two games to beat two pretty well-rounded, solid hockey clubs. We're off for a while. I think we're off next weekend for the Christmas break, and then I believe we have games the weekend after that. So until then, we will see ya, and we'll replay the look-alike video here in just a minute.